Hey, what's up, YouTube? I want to make another video, a second part of my Maleness Isn't Me series. And this time I want to talk specifically about phalloplasty and why never in a million years would I get freaking phalloplasty. Okay? And I think I want to title this video My Sweet Little Arms. You can't see much here because I got this jogging suit on. My sweet little arms. Okay, and what I want to talk about is this ridiculous idea that people have always had, which is why I never even like to say that I was trans. Like, I can't even stand the word, really. And, the word sex change is very offensive to me because, even when I was most seriously considering it, I still don't like to call it a sex change because, let's be real clear about something. I am female first and foremost, okay? And I abhor the term trans man. I resent that term. Even trans boy doesn't really set well with me because the way I see the word man or boy, especially B-O-Y boy, if I was to think of myself as a boy, I would spell it B-O-I because, see, the Y indicates a Y chromosome. And I do not want to be confused with someone who is born with a Y chromosome, okay? The word BOI is more like girl, and that it has an I in it. So it's almost like, even when I was most seriously considering an identity with a male name and all that, I still somehow never really saw myself as a male in the sense that my father is a male. I guess you could call that non-binary or something, or whatever they call it. I'm not even sure about that term. Gender fluid, gender queer. I don't even know all those terms, like two-spirited or something like that. But, I don't really think of myself, well, at any point, I never fully thought of myself as a male, in the sense that my resented boy cousins are male, and my father and my uncles. I just never really wanted to be in that category all the way. Never wanted to be like a farting manly creature, that just goes around thinking his butt is some kind of a horn or something, and standing to pee. It just never, just never was me, and so I just really don't think, this BS about phalloplasty, it just infuriates me every time I see somebody submitting themselves to this gruesome debauchery. Okay, there's just no better word. It's just a very gruesome thing, and it's like I just don't understand why someone would ever subject themselves to that. Not even like a real XY male or bio male, whatever you want to call them, that was actually born with the real deal and lost it for whatever reason. I still don't understand, why that part of the body is just so important that someone would prefer to have that than an intact, beautiful, healthy arm or whatever body part they use to create it. Because to me, that part of the body is a cuss word. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even feel comfortable saying the word that's like pines, P-I-N-E-S, if the E and I traded places or whatever. That word is offensive. I don't mind vagina, but the P word is a no-no. So yeah, I just see it as a very evil, disgusting part of the human body, and I hate it. I hate it with every fiber of my being. I don't want it in me. I don't want it on me. I don't want replicas of it. I don't want to draw it, because if I would draw pictures of males in the nude, like it didn't even matter if it was a baby boy. If my mom caught me drawing a picture of a nude male, she would rip it up and threaten to make me eat it. So, that's the way she felt about it, and that's the way I feel about it. I'm not even sure why she even married my dad, and stayed with him for what, like 28 or so years in the same house. I'm not even sure because she hated everything that he was into, and she really, for the most part, she was grossed out by him, and he never really seemed to love her or ever show her any affection, and he doesn't seem to want another woman in his life, so I'm not even sure how or why they got together. But, as far as I remember, they were never passionately in love. So they never modeled that for me. And I've never longed to have a boyfriend or be with a man in that way. So, yeah. That part of the body is just disgusting to me. And I just cannot imagine, ever wanting to have a surgery that would destroy a beautiful little arm, like I got, and create a body part that I consider a cuss word, and it's like, I mean, I just, it just breaks my heart, to see people destroying their arms and legs like this, because, you think about people that through no fault of their own, they get things like bacterial meningitis, or they get in an accident, they get in a car wreck or something, and they lose limbs, and my heart truly does go out to them, you know. And I'm not even just saying that, it's true, it's sincere. Like, I feel so bad for these people that lose limbs and get disfigured, and I think to myself, why would someone want to deliberately do that to themselves, you know, for such an unnecessary reason as I see it? Because, I mean, I don't see any reason in the world why I should or would want to have that body part. And, because I just don't identify with it. I don't see myself, I don't care what percentage of the male population has one, I just don't perceive the need in my life to ever have one, because I never fully identified as a male. And so, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's just bothers me so much, because it's like, to me, I just see it as a medically unnecessary thing. And it's like, what could they possibly gain? That, because to me, you see, from my perspective, it would defeat the whole purpose of even living as a male in the first place, which is to avoid anything as painful and awful as childbirth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the whole reason I wanted to live as a man, which I stated in another video, was so that I would never have to give birth to a baby. And, the hysterectomy kind of absolves me of that. So it's like, why even try to live as a man? But, it's like going through phalloplasty. You're going to be disfigured. You're going to go through a lot of pain. You're going to be very vulnerable for a long time, even longer than, most women are after they give birth. So it's like, why in the world, would you ever subject yourself to that? The whole point of being a man is so that you can be healthy and strong and in control of every aspect of your life. But phalloplasty, I mean, it's going to have you on your back for days or weeks or whatnot. And so that's why, I mean, I wouldn't get that done. Like I say, I wouldn't get phalloplasty if my name were Phalloplasty, like O'Reilly, or if there was a doctor that would do it for free. I still wouldn't have it done, because, I just do not perceive the need to have the genitalia of some of the worst people that this world has ever known. It's like, why? I mean, it just angers me so much, because I see that body part as like just the root of all evil or something. It's just like the most evil people ever have had one. And it's like, why would I feel the need for my genitals to be like theirs? It's like when there's nothing wrong or unhealthy about them, and I pee just fine, and I'm functioning, just great with what I have. It's like, why in the world would I ever get such a gruesome, unnecessary surgery?